Welcome back to another episode of Azrael Reacts. I'm your boy Azrael, and today we're getting back into slavery. The greatest deception to deceive indigenous minds and make them forget who they are and where they come from. Otherwise known as from kings to the most envious. Because like I said in a couple of my videos earlier, we are the most envious group in the world. Everyone envy us. Everyone steal our style. Everyone steal our culture. Everyone steal everything away from us and then tell us to shut the fuck up and be happy about it. What type of bullshit is that? So now that Black Americans, aka American Indians, are stepping up and saying, fuck you, we are on our own, we do what we want when we want for us and no one else. Everyone seems to have a fucking problem with that. Seems like when we set boundaries for us and only for us and make shit for us and just for us and not for everyone else, there's a fucking problem. But it's never a problem when they stealing from us. It's never a problem when they not include us in their shit. It's never a problem when it comes to us being kicked out of some shit that's not ours. No, that's never a problem. Y'all are fucking insane to me. And that's truly, truly, truly how I feel. Telling us who we are and who we aren't. Even though that's up to us to decide. That shit is crazy to me. You people know what you're doing and you know who you are. And yes, I am quite irritated by it. I very much am. Because it is a deception. They have been deceiving us for the longest. But you know, the more they try to deceive, the more the truth is just coming out in droves. And I got videos upon videos to show. So if you enjoy the video, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. Oh, actually, if you are a light bright, aka Native American, please stay the fuck off of my page if you have no proof or no type of evidence to back up the claims that you are making. The point of the matter is the people who I put in my videos brings facts. The people who I put in my shit bring actual proof. You guys bring nothing but hate and racism to my comments for the fun of it. You don't ever bring any type of facts. You never bring any type of proof to prove your point. You think that running off of that we are the First Nations and the white man said that we was this and we got our $5 Indian ticket is supposed to make us believe that you guys are the true, real Aboriginals or indigenous people, and you are truly not. So I've said it once and I won't be saying it again. From here on out, you will be blocked and deleted. That's just the way that I'm doing it from here on out. You have no facts or no evidence, you will be blocked and deleted. Have a good day, not the day you deserve. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe because every little bit helps. And we thank you guys so much. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these videos.
Africans talk so much crap about us, and then when we finally respond, they act like they didn't say nothing, or they're like, oh, we don't care about what y'all going to stop lying. Welcome to the cookout. At this point, I don't care why or why you don't say the things that you say. At this point, our people know your people's character and we're going to judge you accordingly. But one thing that you are not going to do is talk crap about us and then try to take from our hard-earned dollar. Diaspora Initiative looks to tap into $1.7 trillion African American purse. Oh, now y'all care about us, huh, Africans, huh, Kuntas? Now y'all care about us, Kwames and Amas and whatever your names are. Now y'all care about us. I've seen y'all say stuff about us in our conflict with the police. Y'all make fun of food stamps. Y'all make fun of the Project Initiative. Y'all make fun of the separation of our families, but then turn around and you're trying to get some of our money? Yeah, South Africa, no, you can't have any of it. We aren't African. Sorry.
Because we ain't come from Africa. We didn't come here on a boat. The only difference between the Native Americans and the whites is they cosplayed us. They cosplayed us and was very active in this Destiny swap. They came here on a boat with the rest of the motherfuckers. And now they trying to retract and go back and say, oh, we made a mistake. We should have extended citizenship to those freedmen, to the people that you enslaved. Yeah. That's the truth. And here's the video.
The Cherokee Nation is acknowledging that it made a mistake in not extending citizenship rights to freedmen and their descendants until 2017, something its principal chief says should have been done 156 years ago under the Treaty of 1866.
Cherokee Nation wants federal law fixed for black tribal citizens.
But the truth of the matter is, we don't want your citizenship. We don't want to be a part of anything y'all got going on. You will atone for your sins. Yep.
Real quick, I sat on Google and I Googled the laws of every country, most of them, the main countries that people heavily migrate from. Did y'all know that it is illegal to enter all of those countries undocumented? Every one. Africa, all of them. Just saying. Because the amount of hate, if this is not about Americans not being able to be used by people who hate us, then how are y'all spewing hate about something that is illegal everywhere? And the punishment in Canada is 10 times more severe than the punishment in America. America just send you back to where you came from. Canada send you back, making sure you can never return by slapping you with $1 million fine. Why is that not unjust? Why can't people seek asylum over there? Undocumented. I just be thinking about stuff. I just be smoking and thinking, just smoking and thinking.
They say it took 7 tribes to defeat us. 7 tribes. You know what else there's 7 of? Continents. That means the entire world was against the melanated people of the Americas, and we still here. This tribe that you're talking about here was one of the biggest participants of the destiny swap of the people of the Americas and the rest of the world. They cosplayed us. They enslaved us. They fought for our demise every step of the way. When we were begging, praying not to get hung from trees, they were fighting against us. And y'all get under my comments and literally be like, we can't go against the Native Americans. We gotta align. For what? They don't align with us. The whole world be against us and y'all be trying to show them grace. Y'all be trying to give them grace. Fuck them. They will atone for their sins.
Hello relatives, I learned that Native Americans are being detained by ICE. I want to encourage everyone to carry your tribal ID. If you're Oglala Lakota, the tribe is working to give community members IDs for free, so contact the tribal office to obtain yours. I also want to encourage everyone to keep close contact with your family members, let them know when you're going out, etc. Communication is key. And my heart and my prayers go out to everyone and all the families that are being affected by this. Stay safe out there. Dokshake. Much love.
The United States is home to hundreds of Native American tribes, but they now feel that their right to live here is being questioned. We've gained rare access to the Rocky Boy Indian Reservation in Montana, near the US-Canadian border, home to the Chippewa Cree tribe. These young tribal members say that since President Trump came to power, they have suffered more discrimination.
Being a Native today in the United States of America, especially as an indigenous woman, is sometimes scary. Going out alone, you can't do that.
Immigration officials, known as ICE, have been carrying out raids nationwide as part of President Trump's crackdown on irregular immigration. Native Americans say that they too have been questioned by immigration officers, even though they are not immigrants.
So when that came about, our tribal chairman, he also put out a notice for all of the tribal members to carry their IDs, and it wasn't too soon. Like after that, there was Border Patrol coming onto our reservation and parking in areas. After that, me and my family, we took precautions, and I even have a passport now too.
Well, some of my family from down south, from the Navajo Nation, they get asked a lot by any law enforcement saying do you have proof that you're from the United States?
Leaders are advising their communities to always carry their tribal identification cards. They are worried that some agents are profiling based on appearance.
They would detain natives, they would detain Hispanic people, and they would probably detain Asian people because they just lump them all together.
Some opposition Democrats have called on ICE and the Department of Homeland Security to stop harassing Native Americans. They say Trump's policy is spreading fear in the communities.
It was still really scary to leave the res. Honestly, I felt really scared to leave because we don't have as much protection under Native Americans as we do here on the reservation. It's just sad to see that and to be scared to go out into a world that we should call our own.
Despite the uncertainty unleashed by Trump's immigration crackdown, Native American communities say they are determined to protect their rights as US citizens.
Hey, black Americans who descend from black American slaves. You know, ICE, they've been picking up the red natives. They've been arresting and detaining the red natives, and now they're calling for our help. Ain't that some shit? You had black slaves in bondage, and now you want help from the fucking descendant of somebody who you had in bondage, who you would not release even after the goddamn 13th Amendment, and now you want my help. The Cherokee have been kicking out their black members. The Muskogee have been doing the exact same thing. The Choctaw have been doing the exact same thing, and now you want my help. You promised me land grants and money, and despite brand new casinos, you ain't paid shit yet. But now you want my help. You must still think I'm a goddamn slave. I don't owe you labor. I don't owe you shit. You claim to be such warriors. You're such fighters. Then show me how the fuck it's done then.
You know one thing that you African blacks and Caribbean blacks hate, especially the African blacks? Y'all hate when black Americans say that they like being a black American. That just gets under your skin, baby. That's like nails on a chalkboard for you, ain't it? Now, this is not going to be my typical content, but y'all know I love black people, and I seen something, I got to talk about it. I was born and raised in New York, right? So when it comes to geographical locations that I'm going to always rep is going to be New York first, point blank period. Not the United States, not America, but New York, okay? But with that said, both of my parents are Jamaican born. I am the youngest person. I am the first person on my father's side to be born in the States, right? So all my family older than me is Jamaican. So of course I attach to Jamaican culture. So I am a black person and I'm American, but I am not a black American. I relate to being Jamaican, right? Follow me. Anytime I say I'm Jamaican and I love being Jamaican, no one bats an eye. No one feels like it's offensive. No one, you know what I'm saying? No one has any type of adverse reaction to it. But the moment a black American says that they love their culture and they love being black American and they wouldn't want to be anything else other than black American, it's a problem. And I just don't understand why. Now, if you've been following me for any length of time, you absolutely know that I love the African diaspora on a whole, because we did not control where our ancestors went, whether it was to come to America, whether it was to go to the islands, whether it was to remain in Africa, whatever. We didn't control none of that. So as a larger community, we need to be more united as opposed to divisive. But at the same time, we can still love our individual cultures. There is nothing that you could pay me to be anything other than Jamaican. Nothing in this world. And that's okay. So when a black American says something like that, allow them. Let them do what they're doing. And what kills me the most is I would be okay with y'all saying this if y'all was staying in your own country saying this shit. If y'all was staying in Africa, if y'all was staying in Haiti, if y'all was staying in Jamaica saying this shit, do your thing. Do your big one. But no, y'all come to their country with this BS. And it's not even those of you who are born and raised here. It's not even them. It's the people that came here as kids. It's the people that came here as teenagers. It's the people that came here as adults. Even worse, it's people in England. Black Americans have a very diverse culture. Black Americans ancestrally experienced slavery for the longest. Whatever the reason was, is what it was, and that is what happened. Black Americans are the reason why you can come from other countries and come into this country as a black person and have some level of opportunity because they fought for it or their ancestors fought for it. Not y'all. So when you come here, you have the opportunity and y'all want to wonder, hey, well, I wonder why black Americans don't do this and I wonder why black Americans don't do that because they're fucking tired. That's why. Yeah, stay safe.
And if you don't like black men, please keep it to your fucking self. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care what black man drug you through the mud. We don't give a damn. Keep it to yourself. Because you ain't doing nothing but trying to create an alliance. A whole bunch of motherfucking black women that just hate black men just for one black man that did something to you. And you gonna blame it on every other black man out here. No, bitch, keep it to yourself. We don't care. We don't care at all. We don't give a damn if you don't like black men. Stop getting on the goddamn TikTok telling people that. Keep it to yourself, right in the fucking diary. But we don't give a fuck. To the black women that love black men and love the ground that black men walk on, we don't give a fuck at all. Damn, shut up. Whining assholes. Then I got me a white man. The white man treat me better. Girl, bye. You was still getting the same black man because you never changed yourself. Take accountability. If there is a such thing as getting the same exact black man in a different body. Like, why are we acting like that ain't, like, what? It's the same thing.
Man, get in here. We've been lied to. We've been had by these people that gotta call themselves the Jays, but are not so-called the chosen peoples. When you find out they are the same descendants of the Europeans, then you find out why America so-called have they back. Oh, we have they back, Israel. We have they back, and no, nothing actually never happened. You better read these CIA documents. This man been living a long life, and the so-called he died in this, and the United States told us a lie, and you can go to the U.S. Homeland Security CIA documents. You can take a screenshot. But we've been lied to. We've been lied to by the United States of America. We've been lied to by Israel. We've been lied to by everybody. But Israel been getting money, our tax dollars paying them. And he never even killed nobody, and he's still alive. Well, he was alive, living a good life. So everybody living a good life and enslaving us in North America, you better understand what's going on real quick. And I mean real quick.
The history they don't teach you in school. Black communities thrived after the Civil War, building prosperous neighborhoods across America. But these success stories were systematically destroyed, bombed and burned by those in power who felt threatened. Remember Barry Webb, the reporter who exposed CIA involvement in flooding black communities with drugs? He mysteriously committed suicide with 2 shots to the back of his head. In 1955, J. Edgar Hoover declared Negro unity the biggest threat to America. This wasn't accidental. It was strategic. The narrative that black communities are only crime-ridden and drug-infested isn't just wrong. It erases a history of deliberate sabotage against black prosperity. These communities persevered despite everything thrown at them.
Man, get in here. I think I need to speak for all nations. And if you don't understand, just please listen. All nations on earth, and Europeans came from out this. This is where Europeans came from, right? Because you can't get white from black. And the inner circle was melanated. But ever since they came, we never had peace. No matter if it was Asia, no matter if it was Africa, no matter if it was America, these Neanderthals, evil peoples of North America, and we believed in Washington, D.C. But their whole goal is not civilized. They say they civilized, but they're not. Why would you come in a whole atmosphere that you came from in this area and you need mineral rights? I'm about to kill everybody. I'm about to enslave everybody. I'm about to make money that nobody ever even thought about money. Good job, right? We had every fruit, vegetables was free. Now we paying for fruits and vegetables because of people that came from this outside the circle. Why did God give us a circle to protect us from Europeans? And we never had peace. Ever since y'all came. Y'all came and switching everything up. Killing everything. Making and turning every rock, every thought, every mental, every army, and everything, and every peace, and every happiness in Washington, D.C. And you used the indigenous peoples of North America, and you fought us too, because we believed in you. Now, we don't believe in you. You bet yourself. Now, what if we turn our back on Washington, D.C.? What do they have? Ask that question. Nothing. They have nothing. This is why they try to have immigrants come here by the millions to help them, but it ain't gonna work. Everybody want peace. If they come over here for war that you started in their country and we started in our country to come over here, we're gonna band against you. And you want to call us African Americans? All right, let's band together. Africa, Asia, and everybody. But when we tried to do that, what did you do? You killed Dr. Martin Luther King, you killed Malcolm X, and you killed Gaddafi. You killed everybody when we tried to band together because you knew what was going to happen. The FBI, that's why you invented them. But At the end of the day, the fall of you is about to happen. We tired. You had a chance. You had a chance with this barbaric ass attitude to have peace on earth. Because when you came out the firmament, you had peace. You had a choice to cock your legs up, to throw some on the grill, and have your barbaric ass melanin less ass kids that the sun keep fighting them that they need because they not organic to earth because earth is killing them. That you had peace and you did not chose peace. You did not chose fucking peace. You chose war. Every day you woke up, let me bury the sun and let me fuck up with the food and let me do this and let me do that, and everything you did, you gonna reap what you sow. We all is tired. Everybody in this hemisphere is tired, bro. We tired. We tired. We don't need you no more, bro. We tired. We telling you we tired of you. And you can pretend like, oh, I'm a this and you pretended for 500 years. You've been here you've been here since the 1200s. You've been here way longer than the storyline. That's why you had to get rid of the maps. You had to get rid of the calendar. You had to get rid of the timeline. You had to get rid of everything because you've been here way before 1619 and the Pilgrims. You've been here and you've been causing tragedy since then in 2025. And I think the whole world agrees. Bro, you need to go. You need to get the fuck up out of here. Washington, D.C., you have been the main problem. And let me tell you, and let me tell everybody, they've been using us, right? We was innocent. Let me clear my hands. Let me tell you the truth. We've been innocent, right? We've been innocent, right? We've been innocent. They've been using our raps to control the world. They've been using our style to control the world. They've been using our basketball athletic to control the world. They've been using our football experience to control the world. They've been using our laughter to control the world. They've been using us on internet to control the world. They've been using us because they cannot control themselves. They have nothing. They're not civilized. They are barbaric, evil ass peoples. So I want to tell the world, and we want to tell the world, we sorry for knowing these some barbaric ass peoples in Washington, D.C.
So I keep seeing enemies of the sun, different enemies of the suns, making videos asking what is the beef that African, Black Americans, and Caribbeans and Afro-Latinos, what y'all beefing about? None of your fucking business. We're fine. We're fine. I know we got some disagreements going on. We're handling it amongst each other. It's called sibling rivalry. We're fine. Don't ask nothing. We're perfectly fine. Stay out our business. We will handle our issues amongst each other. We don't need any. We're fine. There's nothing wrong with us. We are all fine. Have a good day.
Since I revealed my 10-year journey to finding out who I am, I've been finding out shocking things. But one of the things that I found out was my connection to Native Americans. Every day since I've shared that information, I've received hate, tremendous amounts of hate. Hate from a people who told me and revealed to me that they're all about peace. But what I've been receiving has not been peaceful. Instead, on a daily basis, I am bombarded in comments where they like to use the word slave. You're a slave, aren't you? Don't your people come from slaves? And all I have to say is, yes, they do. Because little do you realize, slave, using it as a slur, trying to get up under our skin, it doesn't work anymore. Because slave is the new connotation for power, for survival, for strength, for continuation of the species. Because see, it looks to me like the ones who call themselves Native American now are living on little pieces of land, not really able to go anywhere else, not free to be anywhere else. Those tribal benefits, they're really not worth that much. Kind of, sort of, what the slaves were given during the Jim Crow era. You know, those wooden nickels, like that. And I don't get on here to bash you or to make you feel small, because you guys were duped too. You were duped into thinking you were going to survive, that Caucasian and European Americans were going to give you a chance. You currently, in 2025, have a hard time finding any Native American person who is full-blooded and has a 25% or more in their DNA genealogy bloodline. 25%. It kind of looks like you're dying out. It kind of looks like you don't have too many more generations to be around. But one of the things you need to understand, guess who's still here? The slaves. Every tight curl, kinky coil curl on our heads, our wide noses, our full lips and full hips. We come through like a boulder. Our DNA is so strong and so mighty. So yes, call me slave. I'm strong. I'm a survivor. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams, and I'm your biggest nightmare. Me and so many countless others share actual blood with you guys, DNA and genealogical makeup with each other. It's not just paper. It's not just folklore. And it's not going to go away. The more you anger us, the more you talk about us, the more you use the word slave, the harder we come. Guess what it starts to do? It starts to wake up other Black Americans. They start going, I wonder what that's about. Wonder why. I wonder what's going on. So we, Black Americans, some of us are the indigenous true people here in America. We take our power back. Every time you type the word slave, every time you talk about us being lesser than, you are giving us our power back. Because slave now means strength. Slave means we'll survive. Take a good look around. Every last culture, ethnic group you mix with the slave produces an even stronger slave. Because our melanin is strong. It's fierce and it's powerful. So just like the kitchen witch I am, every single time you think to type slave, it's going to make us even more powerful. It would behoove you to get yourself together, to find out how to strengthen your tribes. Because that bloodline is getting a little thin now, isn't it? Just saying.
Man, get in here. This is the first post I ever got straight to the point. And this is the first post I ever show receipts because I have got thousands of people in my inbox saying, Getty, if you can show the slave trade in reverse and who's involved in the slave trade, I'll donate to you. Family, I heard your cries and I'm about to show you some receipts and who was involved. And who was involved? Jesse Jackson, Bloodline, Jesse Jackson. And these receipts I'm about to show you, about to blow your mind. Now, you maybe saw this, okay? If you didn't, now you've seen it, right? But what if tons of Cherokees went to Liberia due to Jesse Jackson bloodline? And yes, he's a Cherokee. If you think I'm lying, sit back, grab your popcorn, and take a screenshot. Let's continue. Now, take a screenshot. And the person that you just saw and him, understand the Cherokees always got a round face and good hair. They always got a round face and good hair. They always got a round face and good hair and Cherokee heritage. Let's continue. And you maybe want to take a screenshot right here, right? That Mr. Curtis indulged in the slave trade, right? So let's take a screenshot of this right here and let's get a closer view. Oh, what he was? He was later described as a what? Cherokee Indian. Cherokee Indian? Oh! As later, Jesse Jackson, his bloodline was Cherokee Indian? Oh, they'll sell out their own. Anytime you see a Cherokee, don't trust them. They'll sell out their own peoples. And they the ones that created Liberia. Now, here goes a newspaper article just to prove what I'm saying. You see down here where it says Cherokee, watch this. Cherokee Indians led off to Liberia. You can see Oklahoma, March 4th, 1882, where it says the Cherokee and led them off to Liberia, to Africa, and the Chickasaw, right? And you can see the Chickasaw, right? But not only that, you see them, look, you see it? You see it right here? You see it right here, right? And then you see the so-called African and all that, right? You see the Cherokee and the Chickasaw. This is the first time you've seen this. This is the first time you've seen the Cherokee and all them going off to Liberia. You never saw them coming to America, but the first time, don't take a screenshot. But you saw them going to, right here. You see them, right? They going to Liberia. And he was the Cherokee that led them off to Liberia. And you can go ahead and read this. And you can see Mr. Curtis and Jenkins Roberts, right? You see what they did, right? They are the Cherokee that led them off to Liberia. They are the Cherokee that led them off to Liberia. But don't forget about who else was involved in it. Go ahead and take a screenshot, because there's more people involved in this. Now, y'all asked me to do all this work. And let me be quite frank with you. The white people that have this much power, it's the secret societies that run America that fucking over their own nieces and nephews. They don't care about nobody. They are cutthroat ass niggas. These are the niggas that'll put a gun to your head, that love you and kiss you at the same time. And they are their own peoples. This is what the Bible was saying about the Israelites. But you better go and donate $1, bro.
The Haitian Revolution has inspired Black Americans to fight for their freedom. Haitians does have a huge part when it comes to slaves being free in the U.S. So let's not forget that.
Y'all heard of the Negro Act of 1740? This was enforced to restrict the movement of enslaved black folks, to restrict the assembly of enslaved black folks, and the education of enslaved black folks, to prevent future slave revolts. So what does that mean? A slave revolt happened before 1740. This slave revolt of 1739 is the reason for that act. This happened in South Carolina, where 60 enslaved rebels broke into a firearms store to arm themselves. They were marching to Spanish Florida, where they were promised freedom. Along the way, they unalived 20 whiteys on their march to freedom. Eventually, a colonial militia executed all of them. Now, when did the Haitian Revolution take place? Between 1791 and 1804. If you look at the numbers, there were 150,000 Haitians versus 70,000 Frenchmen. Who do you think was going to win that war? Right? Who do you think was going to win that war? That was a given. But the French still made the Haitians pay them billions of dollars back. Right? And the Haitians still fled. How you flee after winning a war? To Louisiana, where black people of Louisiana took them in and allowed them to assimilate into their culture and community. How did Haitians inspire black Americans again? When a revolt happened in 1739, several decades before the Haitian Revolution even took place, and then y'all had double the numbers of your oppressors. So yeah, if you didn't win that war, I don't know what to tell you. It was in your favor.
I don't know, you go tell me, conquistador. Maybe the same English and Spanish that your family and ancestors spoke. How about that, before the colonization happened here and they came here? I don't know, you tell me which dialect of the Muskogean language that my family spoke for different tribes that was in Alabama. Or the Algonquin ones that's in the Carolinas and Virginia. You go tell me that. I don't know, what was before the Christianity, before my gal Indian ancestors was enslaved and sent to the Caribbean, Europe and Africa. You go tell me that. How about that? How about that? How about you ask my question? Why you look like the Pilgrim? Why you got a high susceptibility to skin cancer, but you indigenous to this whole country, which half of this country is tropical? How about that? Why doesn't your wife and your mother season the food? Why do American Negroes eat more corn-based food than you? I might just add a Jadakiss why to this right here. I might just do it. I might add the Jadakiss song to it. Yeah, I got 101 questions for you. 99 questions, like 50 Cent from my hood. What religion? We in the Bible Belt. What you think? Our native language. Like when pieces don't get colonized, the people don't get stripped of their language and their old customs and their old ways. Don't you see that my people constantly evolve? Your people still wearing our zoot suits from the 1950s, talking about some funk dance, talking about some Latin funk, something corny like that. Bumping all our artists from the Gap Band to Evelyn Champagne King. And you talking about culture? Culture what? Every decade that you folks lived in was influenced by our culture and our people. The music genres, everything. What you thought? Oh, you thought that you was gonna have some rock music if it wasn't for Chuck Berry? Get out of here, man. Y'all favorite artist is one of us. Y'all don't go listen to Afro beats. Y'all can't name one genre of African music, but you want to tell us that we don't belong here and go back to where we was never from. We trace here the paper to the very, very beginning, and it's still in America, and you're never happy. Motherfucker go back 500, 600 fucking years, and you still telling a person is African. No, motherfucker, you go back to Europe, conquistador, and you bring the fried breads with you back on the Manila galleons on the boats in the Asian slave trade that they came from the 15 to 1800s that speak the same European languages that I speak. How about that? Fried bread, mayonnaise, migrant.
Okay, pretendians. Since y'all been telling us we're pretendians and we want to be y'all and we don't know where we come from, y'all sound just like every other foreigner in this millafilla that been telling black folks we are from somewhere else. And the crazy shit is we the only people that can't get sent nowhere. Why have they changed our fucking names so many times? We were Negro, we were freedmen, we were niggas, we were black, we were African American. But we knew our whole life because our grandparents been telling us, our parents been telling us, we are native to this land. I have black family members that look more native than you Siberian Native Americans. I've had people ask me, are you Native American? Yes. Are you a darker? No. They think I'm a darker though. Are you Latino? No. They think I'm Latino though. If I'm on the south side, motherfuckers really think I'm Latino. Anywho, I just know the cuss words in Spanish. But both of my children are fluent in Spanish. But how y'all pretendians feel about what the Cherokee just said? Especially that nigga that always sound like he drunk. They wanna be us. You know what I'm saying? With that little thin ass 2 plaits, nigga. I'm gonna have to show y'all my mama 2 plaits. My mama here went to her ass and she kept it in 2 plaits. When she cut her hair off and went to Mississippi, my true native grandfather that lived in Mississippi wouldn't talk to my mama till she grew her hair back. We don't cut our hair unless the moon is growing. I don't even know where the fuck that means or came from. But that's something in our family that we've been doing my whole life. But back to you pretendians. How do y'all feel now that Cherokee said, niggas, we sorry for not including y'all in our shit. Niggas, freedmen. We know y'all the true natives, and we are sorry for not having you be a part of our reservations, because our reservations are pieces of shit right now, and it would be so much improved if black folks was here with us helping us build, because we pushed them out. They not here to help us build. Now these Mayo native folks finna get rid of all of you foreigners, all you tethers, all you pretendians, all you dirks, all of you feathers and dots, nigga. The fake feathers and the dots. I'm so happy. Oh my God. 2025 is the best fucking year in the world for me right now, if I do say so myself. But yeah, Siberians, pretendians, you Siberian pretendians. How y'all feel about what Cherokee just told the world, Craig?
I am so grateful for you loudly and proudly voicing your opinion that isn't based by facts or statistics. I was waiting for you to circle the blizz, come back and think that you know everything. Follow me down the yellow brick road. So this is a report that was done back in 2023. When? October 2023. What was coincidentally happening at the exact same time in October of 2023? Ibrahim Traore was making strides. The AES Sahel states were making strides in the right direction, looking for ways that Africa could be more self-sustainable by partnering up with places like Russia and China, as well as Mali, Niger, and several other states like Senegal and several more African states, right? Meanwhile, we have other African states that form the sixth region of Africa, including on the basis of including the diaspora, which on the surface, amazing. We love the opportunity for there to be inclusivity all the way around. However, what we did not know at the surface is that once you form the coalition of the sixth region, and it is granted as an acting power that is speaking on behalf of the diaspora, that also grants you the power to be able to file for grants. That means that if and when we do receive our reparations, they would then be able to speak on our behalf and to step up and to decide how we disperse our reparations. But that's neither here nor there, because you're here for facts, right? All right, so let's get a little deeper into this article written by the Africa Report. Now, before you jump to discredit it, the Africa Report is owned and was established by an African. Might he be Tunisian and Arab? Yes. Is the entire workforce Arab and Black that represent both Africa in languages of French and English? Absolutely, because one of the primary languages that at the time, in the 1960s, that was spoken at that time was French and English. So let's not go down that road. Now, in this article, it basically talks about the diaspora. I want you to look past the clickbait, the title clickbait, the 1.7 trillion African American purse. That is the current spending power that we have in America. In this article, it states that they are aware of how we are at the forefront of the spending and that we pretty much decide where the dollars go. And this initiative was for us to not only divert our dollars back into Africa, but to start in South Africa. They would like for us to pick our businesses up, our money up, and to combine it with the growing factions in places like South Africa to boost the amount of support that we could potentially receive. Now, I said air quotes because we are already in the middle of diaspora wars here in America, and we haven't even so much as picked our stuff up and gone over there to invest. We are here on the heels of what has been taking place at Essence Fest, and instead of understanding being provided to us, y'all are literally cursing us out left and right about a festival that we fucking created to celebrate our own culture here in America after eons of y'all telling us that we are not the same, we don't have any culture, you will not celebrate us, and that you don't want to be anything like us. And now out of nowhere, because you see that we are quite literally the ones everyone is looking to for not only culture, but spending habits, music, etc., all of a sudden it's, oh, you're wrong, that's not what's really going on. Well, what happened at that meeting in October of 2023? Because according to Joe Byron, he provided a list of his top people that he's willing to work with in order to combine the financial efforts so that both parties can get paid on the back end. Go look it up, hon. Look it up. There's about 12 different people that he already has aligned and assigned so that we can start to move our black dollar. It says it literally in this article. And then I went into the further research in which they said the initiative is to take the black dollar from over here and point it back over there. In no way, shape, or form does it says anything about us being able to own land in Africa. In fact, it says that the bottom line is that China has already gotten a head start on buying up and investing property in all types of businesses in Africa, and they would like to retain that land, all of the money, all everything, but which I understand. I completely understand that. But we are not a tool to wield in whatever direction you would like to. You shouldn't even be looking in our coin point or our coin purse. You should not be looking in our coin purse at all. I need you to clark that. You should not be looking in our coin purse, because with the same mouth, you literally told us that you were taught growing up that you are not the same as us, and to look down on us, and to pity us, and to call us everything under the sun, while at the exact same time claiming that we excluded you. Then when we talk about our culture and our heritage, you tell us we don't have any. You tell us that we're wrong. We're wrong. We're calling you uppity. No one ever said that to you. No one over here ever called you uppity. You want to know why? Because the word uppity alone in the African American community is such a trigger word for us. I couldn't possibly imagine one of us using that word. It is such a dangerous word to use in our community. But that's not all. They came with cold hard facts. October 17th was the day of the summit, in which the African Diaspora and Friends of African Investment Summit over the next coming years, where they aligned the proposal to transfer the black dollar over. Huh? Okay, wait a minute, because I know you peeling your lips to defend your words. You're wrong, and I'm going to show you how you're wrong. This has been a ball that has been in motion for years, since long before 2012. Now, while the AU 6th Division has not been provided with any legal action or any legal representation, which means that they cannot actively act on behalf of the diaspora or collect. If they're able to speak on behalf of the diaspora, they'll be able to collect on behalf of the diaspora, which, again, no, you can't. You don't own us. You cannot speak on behalf of us. You cannot speak to our experience. You can't do that. It's just the bottom line. We don't go out of our way to speak on your experience, so don't do that to us. In addition to that, they're the exact same way that you're not going to see our news outlets say the quiet parts out loud is the exact same way that they're not going to tell you the quiet parts out loud. We have watched y'all sending money home to get houses built and things built. I'm not saying this happened to everybody, but we have literally heard the horror stories about how you send money home and go back only to find out that there's nothing there. Why the fuck would we want that? And at the exact same time, being told to our faces that we will never be accepted. Please help us understand it. Please, because I'm just not understanding it, okay? I'm just not. At the time when the U.S. is waking up to Africa's demographic and resourceful potential while fretting about China's massive head start on the continent, the event organizer said African Americans, again, this is something that Africa and the U.S. brought up in conversation, saying, well, hey, they have this much spending power. Maybe we can work together. Maybe we, U.S. and Africa, can work together on that 6th division and their spending power, take them dollars, divert them back over there, and maybe we can come up with a plan. Might I ask, what plan was just struck in the Congo? Tell me. What factory was just built in Burkina Faso? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll tell you. It's Bill Gates, Microsoft, Jeff Bezos, BlackRock, Vanguard. They all have investments into those mines in the DRC, and that doesn't even include the investments they have in both Kenya, the Ivory Coast, in addition to Nigeria. Let's not even talk about Ghana. I haven't even started with Ghana. The investments. There's also a Coca-Cola factory that is owned by Bill Gates. That's also supposed to be built in Africa. Now, I also would like for you to also ask, why are they working with billionaires, Caucasian billionaires at that, to try and divert the black dollars from over here to over there? You may want to go ahead and do just a little bit more research before you deny. And just to bring this to a close, I'll give you the answer is because they have plans for our reparations. It will be subtly suggested, but they have plans for us to invest our reparations into Africa while simultaneously not only stabbing us in the back, but also telling us to shut the fuck up and take it. Thank you. I rest my case.
They are reclassifying us right in our faces, and you guys are conforming to it instantly, because all I keep hearing now is foundational black Americans. If you don't understand that is a reclassification, and pretty soon you're going to start seeing it on papers, FBA, foundational black American baby. You are reclassifying yourself. They don't have to do much because you are reclassifying yourself as an indigenous American when they reclassified you as freedman, mulatto, Indian, black, Negro, colored, African American, and now here you are playing into this thing of the foundational black American. I can't believe this shit. And it ain't even on paper yet, and y'all are reclassifying us. Are you? What the helly on?
I expose his dad for being German.
In this part of New York, I would find you, bro. I would find you, and we have to fight.
We have to, bro. We have to.
When they talk about welfare, they have you believe that black people is the face of welfare. Well, we have this YT welfare king receiving $2,800 a month. Now they're cutting it down to $300. Let's listen to what this MAGA welfare recipient had to say about this.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do? So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration and all this shit, whatever, tell me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. Okay. I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills.
A lot of these cuts, they're exposing who really receive these benefits. They can't use black people as the narrative anymore, as the face of welfare, because you see a lot of white people on this app talking about Trump cut this, right? I see more white people than black people. Then on top of that, who told this guy to have 5 kids? Who told him to have kids that he can't take care of? Welfare is temporary assistance from the government. You can't spend your entire life dependent on this governmental system that's supposed to have only supported you temporarily. Out of that $2,800 monthly that he used to receive, plus other benefits, you could tell none of that money went towards a pair of work boots. Like, what happened to lacing up your work boots and being a hard worker? You're just out here having kids that you can't take care of. Like, that is crazy.
Yeah, I'm literally doing my job and I get paid quite well for it. I get paid quite well to pass on the old ideology that American Indians look like this. Because y'all are waking up, right? Y'all are waking up. You're waking up and you're realizing that we stole your land, that we stole your culture, and we stole your language, and oh my God, you have us shaking in our boots right now. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Let's bring somebody else up.
Got both of you, they ass. Both of the Patinians. Got you.
This dude said, "May God forgive you for insulting your great-grandfather and mother." I'm going to take it a couple generations further. My great-great-great-grandfather on my mom's side is from New York. My great-great-grandfather on my dad's side is from Mississippi. The only other language spoken on either sides of my family is sign language. I'm not African, I'm American.
They bring in facts on top of 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 facts. You can't not stop it. You can't stop it. And that reparations bullshit, Africa, get your bitch ass out of here. I understand some people might take fault to that, like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Y'all told us, you don't get our reparations, bitch. You poor ass fucking country. Y'all steal from us, steal everything from us, our music, our style, our dress, every fucking thing. So I know y'all seen that. They steal it, run it back to their culture, and then try to make it seem like that they was the ones that's created it. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all didn't create shit. We don't steal y'all shit. We don't care about them Afro beats. That shit means nothing to us. We don't care about y'all music. We don't care about y'all food. We don't care about any of that shit. Y'all care about everything that we fucking do. Y'all want us to simulate to y'all so fucking bad, but we won't. And we're standing on business by telling y'all to go fuck the fuck off. We are not y'all. We don't want to be y'all. We will never be y'all. There's a difference when it comes to my people and y'all people. We are not the same. Y'all are some aliens. Sorry. Cold little way in here, but hey, like I just said, we are not the same. There is a difference. Very much is so. So fuck the fuck off trying to steal our fucking reparations. Well, like I said, I got more videos to come because this topic is very hot. And you know your boy gotta keep the videos rolling out. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe because every little bit helps. And us over here at Azrael Reacts, we thank you guys so much. But hey, I've been your boy Azrael. This has been another episode of Azrael Reacts, and I'll check you guys next time. Deuces!